Welcome back to the stream, guys. Welcome back to the stream. Wow, what a rough ride. She's a little fake out here, about 3-4% today. And then just came right back down to the 50 MA. Hovering on the 50 MA right now in the middle of the channel. You're looking at still quite bearish, to be honest. Still a little bearish there. There's a kind of a hidden head and shoulders here. Which might end up giving us a problem. And send this thing right down into this pocket and might double bounce off this lower area here. Should have been, was the best buying opportunity the near term here. So got a lower wick there and a lower wick with with basically signal line below 50 and a lower wick. So MACD line viable below 2.5. So to pop a strong buy or lower wick. What are we getting for a lower wick here? Long, lower wick flags, long, lower wick. So if long lower wick or long lower wick and MACD line is that, it should end up flagging that. Should end up flagging this right here where you should have bought. Bought that. Is it this lower wick here? Still. Oh, I was thinking I was looking in the wrong section here. Ooh. The front of this bar here, which should have been plain. Yeah, it's there. It's below 32. Oh, negative 25. Negative 0.3, 0.23, 0.25. So yeah. Okay. So 0. Oh, sorry. 2 there, and then the 0.24 there. Should end up flagging that. Yeah. So yeah, it was showing that you should start buying there now. How can we negate these strong buys? By like basically if the candle's closing low, but so this and signal Signal line is less than 50. So it should start flagging after on the ride up instead of the ride down. Thinking, and yeah, that worked. So yeah, that worked actually perfect right there, and we ended up getting that strong buy right on the right as it starts, you know, really pulling there, going up. So you got multiple greens showing here. Can get a little more but kind of need to be there. So yeah, this is giving us a really strong here, strong here, strong here. Okay, so it's isolating them. Obviously this one was bogus, right? That's just because of the sharpness of the drop and how extensive that was. So hopefully audio is doing good tonight, guys. I turned the microphone up, kind of turned the audio up a little bit with it because I really like to have a little more music than I did last time, and thought the last stream was quite soft as far as vocals and music was going. So right here we're getting some mixed signals, so we're in the middle, which is probably the time to be worrying about going back into the straddle mode where you're holding options on both sides. And so where I end up screwing up with the entire thing is ended up, as soon as I get rid of one side of my options, long and short, my puts and calls, as soon as I get rid of one side of that, they squeeze me and then I end up losing. So the way that the strategy is supposed to be played out, if you really have to be entered in and you don't catch the perfect entry and perfect exit intraday, day trading, then you would take the straddle in the middle position right here. We could rally with the storm, double top, or we could bounce down here even though it's getting colder and then come back up. So you would look after a play like this, you would want to look for a reverse head and shoulders, come down here, maybe a little deeper here, come up, hit it again, and then continue up. So like I'm saying, it's not flagging this as a strong buy zone right now. It was here. So I mean, you started printing green earlier today off that 50 MA buy in this lower wick here. So putting us into the support zone. So yeah, let me take a minute here to you guys like, subscribe to the video, so you catch all the streams and stuff. The really the important thing to know is that yeah, dude, I'm not a fortune teller. Any advice that you get from me should be taken with a grain of salt. I'm not a financial professional. However, I do know pretty much everything about this, and if 80% of the time it does pretty much what I say, there's the oddball squeeze like this that it was unfortunate to predict that unless you had the forethought and the knowledge to literally stay out of the market until after the 1st of January. So that being said, yeah, it's really trying to catch this support zone here, which could ultimately end up being failure because it's in mid-term support area. It's not, obviously the highs here, it was not here, so this all of a sudden becomes mid-term support now versus up here where you're breaking these channels. So you came up and you break this channel up here, send you back down. to the bottom of the channel, and then you go back up. Right now is the time to be taking out the straddle, noting that we got some more winter and we are in a bullish trend overall still until that figure changes, which it'll be too late and it'll take in your money by then. We're gonna play it as it shows, and we're gonna pull out when you see these orange things, these orange signals here, or these purple signals here. So yeah, we have a lot of signals, but then they also correlate into signals that aren't always showing up so much, and that's the ones that we're really paying attention to, the strong buy signals here. You must exit the market. You cannot stay in the market. When it starts printing this green bar here and you got this signal now, like, you have to sell your stuff. You have to. I mean, you have to get rid of it. You have to get rid of your shorts. You have to get rid of your longs. Main problem with trading natural gas futures options contracts is that the volume is thin. And so what that means is you have a wide bid to ask spread, and it's going to basically bankrupt you right away. Like, you want to play options and stop losing your money, you need to go where option volume is located, and that would be on where all the people are. So you can look at the volume indicators on the options chain. It should show you some volume. And yeah, ultimately that's why there's one more thing that we could add to all this is the actual options chain of the institutions, and to see where their position is, because yeah, we need to really start looking up that information as well. But currently broke into a red channel here, so you're gonna print red now, ultimately, until you see another buy signal. So my predictions are sort of calling the bottom somewhere along this lower trend line here, maybe still in play, even though there's some snow, but it is about to start getting snowy like right away. So over this weekend, so we have one more day, it could come down, hit the bottom, and then Monday squeeze. You know, it's as soon as I call something, it's gonna do the opposite. All right, so really you just need to be able to trade like fluid water. Need to be able to trade like water and day trade this stuff. It's too volatile to hold overnight and throughout an entire week or 2 weeks. As soon as you have run up to your 12-day mark, your options are garbage, man. You will be out of scope. So that's the real problem here. And then coupled the fact with the low volume, you end up, in order to sell it, there's nobody to sell it to, so you end up bankrupting anyways. So that's ultimately the real problem, and to get this to actually work, we need to boot up the low dev robots at my website, and I can plug that right now, even though it's not. We are currently down as far as trading robots. Some of the system is not fully functioning after the move still, because I was too inundated with natural gas options and figuring out if they actually will be viable, and they are, but the market is going up, and plus the decaying assets doesn't give you like a full, it keeps messing with you like really badly, especially on options. So we do need to Yeah, that's like that. Lower wick, offset 3. Crank it up to 4. Strong buy, like let's go. 50 MA right here, strong buy, boom. Like boom, 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 boom. So, we're gonna. It's a good script, alright? It is. And our prediction still stands right now. Ultimately, like, yeah, you want to see this going down. And it kind of did align here, even though we don't got this green buy yet. But you could correlate it with the 50 and these moving averages. You'd see, like, yeah, well, we knew it, we were gonna bounce. Started printing green down here. Had the 50 MA buy and now pop and the strong buy. Boom, get in there. And the thing is that this wasn't enough to move even for options. You would have lost your money anyways on this move. It's not viable for option trading. So I mean, it's not tradable. You need to take out that straddle. But the thing is that when you do the straddle, and you need to have a lot of options. You need to have enough to sell and roll, plus leave all the runners available to continue making money when the squeeze happens, you know? And then so, like, if you do the options, yeah, like, I would get like 20 at each, and then be able to slowly start selling off one at a time, because I end up selling them off like the day one, and then it continues and continues and continues. So yeah, like 20 options on either side, on both sides, and then sell them off as it goes down one at a time. And then when you reach the ratio of threshold of saying, okay, well, now I have 20 to 10, then what you need to do is you have to cover back up to the 20 to 20 ratio, because as soon as you get rid of all the one side and you're stuck with 20 on the one side, then it will squeeze. And they know that. They have the numbers on all that. So they know that your name's attached to it and your social security number and all this. And they'll squeeze you out. Kill you. So yeah, this is looking better. As far as rallying up a little bit, but like I said, there's kind of a hidden head and shoulders formation coming up here, which might throw us down to this bottom. So that's why I said, you know, if we get squeezed over here, we can definitely get squeezed right here, even though the weather does one thing, market maker might do another. So let's run a break real quick, and I'll throw up a different chart. This is NGG 2025. Next contract move over is NGH 2025, and looks pretty similar. It is a little bit different though. It is quite different, and we had some prediction lines in here and decided to overthrow that, but now you actually have a channel starting to develop down here, and it looks like it's probably going to squeeze right down into this zone over here now. So it'll squeeze itself down into over here. Yeah, that was the move there, but you might get a two-legged pullback. So you got one leg, two leg, right into here. Come up and boom, buy it. We'll leave that there, speculation. It is to all-time new highs, which, yeah, it is bullish. I mean, as soon as we say that it ain't gonna go there, it's gonna go there, okay? So, that's what I said. You can't sell all of the one side. Alright, let's throw up NG1 with the prediction line, which is trying to fail on me here. It's looking like we could come down over here. Then we'll pop a good 12% is our target. This isn't a prediction, but this is our target for when we've taken enough. And this is only going to take 1 day and 19 hours to complete that move. And then we will take our money off, and who cares if it goes any higher? That's on them, okay? Alright, and we're back. So, roughly around 349, 350. However, you're getting a lot of good support here. Here. That's why you got some support here, So, ultimately, though, I mean, you got a big head and shoulders pattern here. I'm not saying it's not going up. It definitely could go up, because if you look at these arrows, see they're up, and then you have down green, and then you got up green, a down green, and an up green. So what you want to see is a down green and an up green, or up greens. You got down right around here, and you got the strong buy. Told you to get in. So gonna ride this 50 EMA here. Coming off with the 42 EMA sell at the same time, so you got some contradiction and consolidation going on here. So for the time being, we are starting to print red again. So but we need this signal line also to cross back over this 50, which we very well could do right here. What you're seeing down here where it's putting in the bottom again, it crosses over real quick, sharp downfall right there where it did here, it did that here, and it did that here. It hit these trend lines. So you should expect that to probably develop a nice, but put in another bottom, maybe let's say like right here, and then get that sharp downfall right there, which is what you really want to get in. And then we're going to get this rally again, maybe 20%. You could get this 20% rally again over here. So I mean, this could definitely stretch into this is 18, 19, 20% again, and it's going to throw in a double test of that 20%, which would be pretty awesome to see. But I assume that, our 12% mark in 2 days, and then it's going to fail out there. That's going to be the double top, or even quadruple or triple topping, because of your tops here, topped here, topped here. That's already your 3 tops, and so you could end up going. We could end up going down for a while, but we are still there bullish. So we're watching these support levels right here. There's not much more to talk about. It could definitely go up from here, and should you have been long right here? In theory, yes. In theory. But like I said, we didn't see this little squeeze here, this bull squeeze down here. I want to see that over here again, because if you take a timeline of a measured move between these 2 months right here, these moves here, projecting this move up here. So I mean, yeah, this could faff around a little bit and then actually end up materializing a little bit after this bubble, because I tend to be in too early. So you're talking around here, and then if you take this projection here up here like this, just huge. Not saying it's going to be that big, but yeah, definitely could be that big. 17%. You may get like a 12%. That's us right there. So topping out at this, the signal line topping. When that signal line tops right there, you should be pulling out, and then it'll give this intraday loss purple signal when it's too late. You already lost your money. Okay, so you're looking for these orange cells up here, and it'll print those up here. Okay, so that's my 2 cents. We come down here, faff around, whip back up. Not saying it's gonna do that, and you're gonna have to be early, because otherwise you're gonna be late. Thank you guys for coming to the stream, it definitely could already charge up there right now and double tap here again. If it does that, pretty wild. It looks like it's gonna come back down here, but you know, that's just my opinion. And you're starting to print some red column. Have a nice night, guys. Thank you. Yeah, I'm noticing on UNG that we have a cell flag developing here. That's a scary flag, guys. That is a scary flag. Means it's too late. Bearish. Oh, look at that boil here. Running on a strong sell-out boil here. Really starting to kick over where the leveraged commodities are just going to start pulling it down. The entire market is going to pull it down, and you're going to be like, what's happening? And it's going to be Biden. It'll be Biden. Got a few days left to destroy you. Alright, we got gonna buy a target of oil here. So yeah, we're looking for that bounce. We're looking for that confirmation of that bounce. Which very well could come somewhere around this box. This is on the leveraged United States traded oil ETF. And then I'm gonna look at cold real quick after this, and then we'll be done basically. Where will it actually be? It's right there. So usually where all these lines start crossing, so if I move this one actually up a little bit where it's supposed to be, we got a cross right there. Probably going to be the target zone, the 8th of January. But that storm's coming, so I mean, honestly, I think it's probably gonna bounce here still tomorrow. Kind of go sideways on this one right now. Could actually come down in here, even though it snows. Damn. This goes trend line right about there. The old trend line right there, really old, bro. I said you broke that old trend line right there, and that was what spelled you disaster for you, for sure, on this. So you're talking, this thing can get ugly, okay? So this trend line here is really ugly. It'll come down at some point when it comes into summer. When it comes into summer, you'll be coming down there. On the inverse, 2x leverage US traded ETF. We're sitting on strong buys, you guys. It's starting to print green. This whole market could get short on you. If this does turn around here, but I doubt. I honestly think that it's probably going to be this short, which is what I'm saying to confirm with what's going on here on a date-wise basis. Once we look at everything, we're looking at bottoming on the 8th again on this chart. It says the 8th. You could see this be a fake. Actually, yeah, we could see us going down, which means this is going to go up until the 8th here, which is not far. It could only be 2% still. Might not do anything. That's my take. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream, and appreciate you stopping by. I know that there said I was gonna go, but I was like, let's see. So MCX chart here came out with those strong buys, and long here. Now obviously it's a little too late, and if we lose this 15 here, we're going back down to this trend line here. Strong trend line. Don't expect this to break, so assume right over here about the 8th. We're gonna go sideways. 8th is over here. Just sit here and range to the 8th. Or buy zone, move that, or sell zone here. Somewhere up here. Confirmation line. Probably looking at, I don't really like to take oversold areas. You're gonna bounce this, boom, 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 and then go up, put in a lower high ultimately. When should we break this line here?